It's Wednesday, my dudes, and on this Wednesday we are back with more Jadd stuff, right? And well, hopefully today at least things will go as planned. Also, I'm hoping that the internet won't cause problems. I'm starting a little bit later because I did have a feeling that something might be up, needed to restart stuff and such, but hopefully it should be good enough. Hopefully we shouldn't have any stuttering or the like. Yeah, so that's some technical stuff. Here's hoping nothing crops up. But then as far as the game goes, well, yeah, last time our plans got majorly disrupted. Well, I guess I sort of had to disrupt them myself because annoying alliances and guarantees were just about everywhere. So now today, we're gonna do what was the plan for last time, which is actually tackle the command. Theoretically, I also want to, I don't know, start the war with the Empire already, but honestly, knowing my pace, I doubt we'll get that far today. Really, my goal for today is just dealing with the command. If we manage that much, and if it's not too horrible, then I will call it a win. Okay, so we are... Yeah, from what I remember, we basically got into our positions already. Everything should be quite okay. If I'm right, yep, this army is getting sent over to the Greedy Grin, because those bastards, they have allied against us. They have decided that they can do it. They've allied the command. They're funny like that. Well, we'll see how that turns out for them. Spoilers, it won't be good. But yeah, the command itself, I do remember there was a espionage pop-up saying that they are planning to declare war on Jiansang. Oh damn, Guvamud is still alive somewhere. That's interesting. Oh, they still have they still have 100k troops. How the hell can they supply that? They basically have nothing left. Well, interesting. Also, now it's kind of stupid of me to think about it now, but I guess it would have been very useful if I had guaranteed some other nations independence. When the command was taking over just about everything in the east. Well, now, no real big point in, well, guaranteeing stuff that is gone. Oh, holy shit, actually, though. Okay, maybe I understand why Jiansang can support so many troops. They have very highly developed territories. Yeah, the land here... so maybe... Well, admittedly, I think it's more useful if... the command pulls their armies away. Then again, maybe I could protect them a little bit. Oh, and actually... Wait, Calcito is willing to join? Huh, I didn't expect that they would be willing to join. That's quite something. Oh, they've gotten rid of their debt. They were in debt previously, but they have dealt with all of that. And even though they are fighting in another war, they are okay with joining. Plus, we don't even have to promise land. We can just call them in. That would... Well, that suddenly makes the Lake Federation actually somewhat useful. It is absolutely miserable that they still haven't dealt with Tarakar, but... You know, sure. The command can be maybe busy going and fighting them in the north, I don't know. Our armies are basically ready, we're just waiting for, what, one artillery piece here, I think? And then otherwise we can start rolling in. Yeah, I guess let's not waste much time today. So we're gonna call in the Lake Federation because they need to start doing shit. Also, instead of the Great Holy War, I will actually... Oh, actually, I only now see that the Great Holy War does give cost reductions for liberation of vassals. So I could free the Jade March. I could free the Jade March. That could be... but would the price... Because it would be like 70% of the peace deal, what I remember. Because alternatively, I think I would rather take Imperialism. Because then at least we have to take their capital, which will be very easy. Meanwhile, getting the war score from the Great Holy War... not that ideal. And hey, welcome in, DJ. Right on time, right on time. I'm just about starting things. And yeah, pleasantly to find out that the Lake Federation is actually willing to do something. Well, doing something will mostly mean that they will be a meat shield. That's about it. But that's good enough for me. That's good enough for me. And sure, we'll obliterate Greedy Grin, doesn't matter. And yeah, Imperialism or Holy War. I would prefer avoiding battles. But then again, I don't think it's gonna be entirely possible. Sure, let's take the Great Holy War. Oh wait, if it's a Holy War then... Oh, right, because Greedy Grin and the Great Storm are... They are Jadd, they have converted to us. So I guess I so rarely use these CBs, I didn't know that if you use a Holy War, then I guess it makes sense that since they are of our religion... I guess it makes... Well, sure, okay, you know what, that's fine by me. I sort of was... I was looking forward to wiping Greedy Grin out, but sure, we can have another army on the front line. You know, that is more useful. That is more useful. So, you get in here, Great Holy War, and... boom. Okay, so now we have to work quickly, because the command is gonna be up in arms. Where are all our good siege generals? Well, see, I needed one of you. One of you go take the capital. You just get in here, start sieging stuff. The other war wizards. One of you here, one of you... Let's see, one of you can get in there. Start multiple sieges at once. We have the technology, we have the men. So, okay, and another Herald's Obsession. So here is hoping that this obsession is not the worst. Has been captured by Sun Elven Fashion. Okay, Fashion was... We lose taxes, but we get Diplo rep. Well, honestly, yeah, we definitely are past the point where taxation was at all important. Now it's, well, it's still a decent amount of income, but yeah, it's I would rather lose taxes at this point than lose something like army tradition, which I think we had previously. So yeah, no biggie, that one. Okay. Oh yeah, that, well, yeah, there's the first 100 stack. I do love seeing the commands 100 stacks. And by love I mean I'm shitting my pants. And let's see, what is our siege ability actually against them? Yeah, only minus 40. And that's in, oh Christ. Okay, in an urban, what is this city? This city is simply disgusting. Okay, yeah, fort defense is very much not in our well, it's only ever so slightly in our advantage. We need to take their capital as quickly as possible, get the 25% siege bonus, and that will maybe help a little bit. Otherwise, it's not looking good. Okay, well, they are... looks like at least they're not super decisive with their armies. And... well, as long as they have a general in the area, it's still dangerous. But the fact alone that they have some armies out here without generals, that could be substantially important. Yeah, we have potential... oh yeah, we have a lot of potential separatists on the coastline here. How expensive was it to handle you? Okay, yeah, I guess we have lost basically all the bonuses we had for harsh treatment cost. So now harsh treatment is off the menu again. Yeah, we're gonna have to do things the good old-fashioned way by actually beating them. Oh, we actually get... oh yeah, because this is right. Some of their... I forgot, they hadn't... some of their forts are still only fort level 6. Actually, a decent amount of them. They haven't upgraded yet. So it would be very nice if we could get all of those sieged down as quickly as possible. Okay, well, maybe going... potentially fighting them in the mountain passes could also be relatively good. But those still are very sizable armies. And okay, more chunks. Oh yeah, they are gonna be popping out just about everywhere. 600k, they've again recruited fully. I guess we can see how things develop. Oh, that's a stack of 200k. That's a stack of 200k. I like that. They are just literally rolling that around in one singular army. Yeah. I think that very much means we have to go... we have to abandon this siege, which sucks. We're up to 20%. And actually, do we have the war magic going? That's not something I want to forget this time around. Do we have... okay, yeah, war magic is still ongoing. And I guess I have been thinking we could... How were the... See, just 10 military points, fire a great fireball, 60% chance it hits, 40% chance it misses. Oh, in this... I guess sure we can use one, why not? Great fireball misses. Well, okay, that's nothing then. And it's once per month. Well, okay, honestly, considering it's 10 military power, might have to use that from time to time. Might have to use that. And was that DJ more Civ? Well, I guess what is that like? Continuing one singular campaign you guys have going on, or is that like more testing and more hopping between, hopping from one campaign to another? I guess with Civ it's always can take a long while or can be done really quick. I guess which one is it? Okay, yeah, here we will pull out. We will pull out because I'm afraid if they decide to jump on us. Okay, and so they're gonna continue. Okay, let's have everyone ready. Why? Don't go through that province, god damn you. I'm not planning to run from every single battle, but I really don't want to fight just a 200k stack, but we might... Well, we might have to. Otherwise it would just be, well, a bit boring. Plus I have to start, I have to fight against them at some point. Okay, well, they wanted to do something, but now they're indecisive. They don't actually roll everyone in. Where are they headed? Smugglers, oh, for 10 years, trade efficiency and taxes, or we lose a shit ton of money right now. 10% trade would be 60 currently. What is that? 600 a year, 700 a year for 10 years. Okay, so it is cheaper to just pay up front, but damn, it does suck losing 5,000 crowns just like that. Well, we have the money in the bank. Stop the smugglers, lose all our money. And ooh, that was a very lucky siege. That was, I think, only 20% surrender progress. But okay, that's very pivotal because... Oh wait, no, actually this is the city. Okay, yeah, this is the tough nut. This is the tough nut city. Honestly, we can shove in another stack, at least get the artillery bonus up. And now we have to watch out where this army is headed. I guess we can grab... We can grab a few provinces, send over... reinforcements. Maybe they are going to relieve their capital. That could be a possibility. Or this northern fort. What's this? Treasure fleet seeks iron. I think, yeah, this is... Okay, yeah, because we now have a harbor, which is actually a treasure fleet city down in Arfquilin. So I guess we have these events now. The distant lands the treasure fleet hails from are known as the lands of plenty. With some of the finest cloths, cut gems and glassware, one will see obtainable solely from these vessels. However, one thing they are known to lack is iron, a vital metal for the means of warfare. They have offered a pretty coin for our military stockpile in Arafquilin. Okay, so we can sell iron to them. Lose military power, get bonuses. Decline, or okay, we have a special one because we simply have at least one province that supplies iron. Well, that's simple, I guess. So what does it do for for 1 month? For a singular month, we get, I guess the big one is plus 1,000 local goods produced in Arafquilin. Sure, it's for 1 month. How high does that pump it all? 240 trade value. Well, I guess it's 50 goods produced. Yeah, you know, just the usual stuff. It is a shame that the province only has grain. If it were literally anything ever so slightly more interesting. Oh yeah, also we are also hitting admin cap. Oh, I guess I haven't picked up the next admin tech. Sure. I'll get the next admin tech. Oh, we can also get 3 deckers. Okay, now this is gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass. I built our giant fleet thinking that we would fight the Empire before I got 3 deckers. Well, I guess now I will need to upgrade them all, which will be expensive. How expensive will it be? Well, yeah, 5k. That's not perfect. That's not perfect. Okay, no, don't go there. That's dangerous. You could get attacked. Stay there. Stay where it's safe. Oh, and okay, changing patterns of consumption. Everyone likes sweet stuff, so sugar is expensive. Alas, that's mostly important for colonial powers. We don't really have much sugar. Okay, we burned down their HQ. Excellent. So now they should again have no Karashi reserves. And, well, most importantly, we get siege ability. We get siege ability, which hopefully should help us at least blast through their forts a little bit better. And okay, now I think, well, we will secure the few forts that we already are sieging. And then I think we'll have to start fighting them. Maybe beat up this force, which is sort of alone. Alternatively, fight some of these armies that don't have generals. It would be excellent if we could catch substantially bigger forces without a general. And hello, Pookie. I see you stopping by again. Haven't seen you in a while, have I? And this sucks. Sometimes, you know, sometimes having high movement bites me in the ass. We are one day away from barging in on a absolutely horrible fight. It's well, this just does absolutely suck. Plus, it's a bad general. Do I even consider taking this fight, or do we just instantly retreat? Well, no. Actually, when they are arriving on the 11th. Oh yeah, we're gonna... I guess we'll see. Will our army even survive? Okay, actually, we're putting out decent damage, and we have a lot of movement speed, so we are just about rocking up. If only I could now retreat that specific army which took the initial brunt of the attack, that would be perfect. All of you, just get in there. Get the fuck in there. Yeah, this was a fight I definitely did not want to take, but sometimes it just goes like that, doesn't it? Also, we do need it. Who are you? Well, sure, good enough for now. Clean up the rebels. Okay, so this fight should... How many casualties? Yeah, 70,000 casualties. We will win. We will win. But at what cost? Oh, okay, actually, we have suffered quite a bit from attrition, so... it will definitely be worse for the command. This fight specifically... I don't think it's a good one for them. It's not good for us. Oh! What are those? Negative 13k. Oh, I guess because we got an absolutely sick shock phase. And we are into their artillery lines, I'm assuming. So... Okay, so what's the end outcome? Actually... 80... That was 100,000 losses for the command in one battle. Meanwhile, surprisingly enough, we only lost... What is that? 40k. 40 versus 100, considering how badly it started? I'll take that. I'll take that. You know, that's by far not the worst. Now, if only we could catch this and stack wipe the army, that would be absolutely fantastic. But, well, yeah, no, ain't happening. And everyone here, please start splitting up. The attrition is otherwise horrible. Get everyone roughly sorted out. Okay, and surprisingly enough, we didn't even... I guess reinforcements managed to show up just about in time. The first army didn't even get wrecked that much. Okay, money is gonna be bad for a little bit while we resupply everyone and everything. But that definitely goes to show one thing. I think I was overestimating the command's military a little bit. I think I was very afraid of how hard they would hit us. But after seeing that, it's not all bad, I have to say. It's not all bad. Okay, one batch of separatists dealt with as well. What, and then, okay, these guys along the coast. Yeah, they're likely gonna rise up. Everything else is mostly fine. So, okay, we only have one group of separatists to really worry about. Okay, let's start splitting these armies up. So, the three of... Actually, who can I send where? So, the three of you go down here and tackle this army which is attacking us. You go to a slightly safer place. Same goes for you. And then some of these armies we can send down south. Here starts the worst grind, speed grind. Hell yeah. I guess, And you know, Pookie, what I have done, I think, since the last time I saw you, I have, I don't remember if I spoke about it, but I have gotten back into WoWa. That has happened. So I do have some gacha that needs a little bit of grinding again. Though I would say, I have been enjoying the grind in WoWa as much as it is a grind. I don't know, hard even to call it that. Yeah, back in, waiting for Chacona in WoWa. Yeah, I think I'm, since I didn't play for such a long time and only returned relatively recently, I guess, my, the characters, like my roster and everything is a bit of a mess. Well, my roster, I don't really have a roster. So I'm, currently still deciding who, when, and how I want to consider pulling. It's a bit of a situation. Okay, let's see, how will this go? Okay, opening shots are very good. Ooh, the shock phase. Okay, yeah, I assume it is the War Wizard, so the shock phases are brutal. And we wiped out 60,000 command troops. And lost 3k. That's actually disgusting. That's actually absolutely disgusting. What the hell? How is that possible? How is the command... They're just dying. They're sort of just dying. That's wild. Okay, send everyone back. Get on over to the front lines. Chacona is a good arrow spectro buffer, and to extend Robin of WoWa. Oh yeah, I do know. I do know about the characters and stuff like that. I have been playing now for like a month, I think, or like a few weeks, so I have roughly caught up to everything that's happening. And yeah, I understand she's like a really, basically, not maybe necessary, but very good for Carthethia, from what I understand. Basically like a power duo situation, right? The only problem is, like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna go for Carthethia, so I'm not sure if I really need Chacona, right? I'm more set on some rerun characters, if anything. Okay, sadly they did take Jadd, but that is only a level 4 fort, so that was sort of to be expected. And only in farmlands, so we should be able to retake that quite easily. Okay, I have no clue. What are they even fighting in this Tarakar war? It's just an imperialist war. Do they have claims? Why the hell... The Lake Federation doesn't even have claims on the territory of Tarakar. Why the hell are they... I guess it's their only real neighbor, hence they are fighting. Might try to see if I can get Jinshi's weapon early, but not keeping my hopes up. Yeah, about the weapons, I don't know, I think I've at least, I don't know, I would say that, like, recent gacha trends, it almost seems that, I don't know, weapons aren't nearly as important as I think they used to be some time ago. At least that's my, like, initial way I'd put it. Seems like, I don't know, more and more gachas, it's important to get extra copies, extra dupes of characters, and I don't know, the weapons, well, obviously, they're still good if you can get them, right? It's very nice, but... I know, maybe I am mistaken, but they don't seem that critical anymore. I mean, they sure as hell give you great stat boosts. But yeah, but I think, at least in WoW, like with the existence of the standard 5-star weapons set, I think that one is decent from what I understand. Well, it obviously helps that WoW has like the unique currency, which is only for weapons, right? So might as well spend that. Gigi's weapon gives her a bloody 72% crit damage for free. 70... What? Isn't it... Aren't the... Well, maybe I guess I haven't really seen the weapons with the crit stats and such, but I thought it was only like... I know, like 30% or something. If it really is like 70, that's a bit ridiculous. That's a bit ridiculous, if I dare say so. Okay, well, maybe I have to take a second look at the weapons then. Oh, no, that was us taking the fort. It would be very nice. This would be a hill. If they take it on the 14%, of course they took it on the 14%. You pieces of shit. That was a level 8 fort, and it was on a hill. It would have been a perfect place for a battle. Assholes. Stay here. Okay, I feel I wanna deal with the swamp. So what the hell do we do now? I want to get my fort back. Because that is my fort. Also, why the hell is there no supply limit here? I guess it is the middle of a jungle. Where are... War Wizard, get in there. Okay, well, yeah, I have to say, yeah, okay, so I guess I have misread something about the weapons. Well, I guess I'm not max level, so I haven't seen the, I guess, the full weapon potentials, but yeah, I definitely did not know those numbers are that big. That is ridiculous, and that's, I guess, an understatement. That very much sounds ridiculous. I guess it explains why I've seen character builds with like 300 crit damage or something. What are you doing here? Are you trying to hunt me down? Also, wait, that army... That's the army we beat previously. It hasn't been refilled. Well, actually, no, it's basically refilled. Okay. Oh, a new province has opened up. We can convert that. So how is this looking? Negative 60. Okay, now we can rock negative... Or I guess in our case, positive 60 siege ability against the command. That's alright. What is getting sieged? Oh, of course, Tarakar is... Does Calcito have... Do they have any generals? The Lake Federation is... They are a different kind of breed. Good thing they have such a humongous army, otherwise they would literally just, I don't know, be more of a pain in the ass than they are worth. At least for now, they are worth something, though. That's already good enough to keep them around. Ooh, this army is sitting on our mountain fort. Now that is definitely something I would want to take. If we could quickly wrap up these sieges. Okay, it is gonna be a major 250k stack, but a 2-point penalty from the mountain definitely sounds like something that would do us good. Okay, there we go. 1 fort freed up. And honestly, with this one freed up, let's just grab all of these armies. All of you get down here. Okay, and that fort is taken as well. Actually, you keep on trucking. Keep on trucking and try to take the next fort. Okay, it looks like, yeah, the command has now fully committed to try and free up their north. We can use that. Also, let me check. When does our where is it, war magic run out? War magic, here it is. Until 15. Okay, so we have exactly 2 more years left of it. That should be good enough. Also, I did notice we have more artifice capacity. Do we have anything good that we could plug in? The battery complex. 2.5 admin efficiency. Hey, didn't we get the... I thought we... Oh, prototype tanks! They give cavalry +2 fire. Oh shit, that would actually be very good for us. That would actually be very, very good. Because where is it? Where is current? Well, because yeah, cavalry by default has one. That would triple cavalry fire damage. What are the pips currently? And I'll say the pip count isn't bad. We have 3 offensive fire pips. Oh. And plus the idea of having Jadd tanks is absolutely stupid. I love it. Artificers, please. That's the only thing I need from you, ever. But okay, for now we have 10 spare. We have 10 spare capacity. What do we use that on? Actually, also, I thought... I thought we had unlocked something from tier 2. Maybe it's not showing up because we don't have... Because we don't have the capacity, because we would have to remove something. But I think it should still... Well, okay, I guess for now... For now, we will plug in... You know, the magic missile deployer. We get a shock damage received reduction, which honestly isn't super important. We don't lose much in the shock phase to begin with, but less damage taken is less damage taken. Or honestly, ship trade power? Or just the admin efficiency. Let's just take the admin efficiency. The combat buffs aren't big enough to really... Okay, and now stream in there. This is gonna be a big one. This is gonna be a hell of a big one. Oh, we actually... Wait, Global Defender dice? Why do we... Wait, does this province have... Oh, this province has ramparts! This province has ramparts, right, so it's actually a 3 difference. A 3 dice difference by default. Okay, well, if only the rolls were good. If only the rolls were at all good, and they retreated. Yeah, they retreated, which means that was basically nothing. That was basically a nothing burger of a battle. Shame. Shame, shame, shame. Now, they are being a bit careless with their armies up north. Maybe we could do something about that, but I really should be using the extra siege ability we have a bit better. We need to take more forts more quickly. Here, let's go take this one. And where is our other war wizard? You get over here. Yeah, the blitzkrieging isn't going as well as I had hoped it would go. But maybe we can now push a little bit. They are starting to falter somewhat. Okay, you go up. Oh, that's actually only a level 6 fort. Just hoping we can grab that quickly. Okay, so that's one siege finished. Very cool. Now then, okay, that would be the last province in the swamps getting converted. Well, at least that which doesn't have zeal. And oh, we have another, sure, I guess start working in the mountains again. Start working in the mountains. They are doing some sieges. Surprisingly enough, they're not trying to get their capital back. I would have expected that they would beeline for that, more or less. Also, how are they looking as far as fielded? Okay, yeah, 500k. We didn't... Real shame that we didn't deal really any noticeable damage in that fight on the mountain. I was hoping for much more. Also, it's good to see that finally the command is also taking some attrition damage. Well, no doubt dragging around those 200k stacks does start to even cut them a little bit. even if they have their ridiculous attrition reductions. Okay, actually you go for that one. Okay, there goes another fort. Excellent. Also, we got 5% trade efficiency for 10 years. Business is booming. That it is. I love booming business. I love it when the business is booming. Welcome in sinners. Actually, I think I haven't for quite a while looked at what is our situation with our racial tolerances. We might need to switch some things around here. So we are working on half-orcs, who I think are just about done, and we are working with kobolds, who I think are also almost integrated. So okay, we leave that as it is for the time being. Once they are fully actually done, we will maybe swap some things around. So how do we still have the bonus left? Okay, no, we have lost. Okay, we have lost the bonus from taking their capital. So I guess now it's divine inspiration in the middle of the war. That's perfect. But yeah, we have lost the siege bonus, so now it is gonna be a bit slower again. Which mostly means we can maybe again focus on fighting them where it matters. And what's the Triarchy? The Triarchy has done something fancy, namely artificer inventions. Across the world, gnomish artifice has steadily grown in popularity, spreading across much of the world. Various artificers from Canor to Aliantir are steadily inventing and producing all kinds of new mechanisms. These mechanisms, however, require various metals and glassware to produce, and as such the demands for these materials are skyrocketing. Iron is more expensive, copper is more expensive, glass and gems. All of them get a little bit more expensive. Yeah, we produce, I think, a fair share of all of that, so we stand to benefit. Also, can I just say this army over here is looking mighty juicy. They do have a general, but they have very little troops. Which, well, no doubt there is an army hiding somewhere. But I don't know. Plus, these armies have been left leaderless. We can definitely just kill them off. That should be very nice. Okay, and they are fleeing. I guess as expected that they would flee. And okay, all the sieges are getting finished. Very nice. And also we have dealt with the separatists in the south. Honestly, this army, you can stay here for the time being. In case something pops up. But okay, the two of you, let's push you north. Though, we'll have to see. They have sort of all disappeared, all the big stacks. We have to take a look where and what they might be up to. Man, who could have guessed building 200 speed is a pain? Oh, does one of the new characters, I guess, what does Halann require a boatload of speed? Really important. I guess what enables her healing or something like that. You know, speaking of speed, I do love having speedy armies. Now, they popped in a general just as we were about to arrive. I guess they're gonna do the same with this army. Shame. Real shame. Yeah, they literally they enter their provinces and pop in generals right away. Well, I guess that is the correct way to do it. I still hate it though. I also hate the idea of trying to siege down the Ashjakuman forts, so I think I won't even attempt it. Okay, this army I definitely will catch, though. They are only 30k. Even with a general, yeah, they don't really stand a chance, do they now? Well, except if everyone rolls like a wet sock. Come on, deal some proper damage. Oh, well, okay, yeah, well, that is proper damage. Not wiped out, sadly, but a lot of artillery was lost. So that's lovely for us. When Hyacinth's speed exceeds 200, increase her max HP by 20%. Then for every 1 excess speed, increase outgoing healing by 1%. Okay, so it's actually not just... I guess it's both scaling and a big old requirement. Well, I guess maybe not a requirement, but... I guess it's a real big breakpoint, huh? Okay, let's see. I'm not planning to peace out yet, but I wanna see how this peace is potentially gonna look. How much can we pick up? Oh, this is way more expensive than I anticipated. And these are shit provinces, I think. How the hell are they so expensive? As far as overextension goes. My god, they are expensive. I thought everything up here was only like... It's around 10. These provinces don't have that much development. Well, I guess some of them are like 18. Still funny how much HP I could have with her E1. Does that give another increase on top of everything? Or is that buff specifically from the E1? Releasing the Jade March requires 80 war score. Why are you like this? Honestly, how expensive would it be to release nations? How expensive? Why does it not? Oh, the Dragon Command would literally be one singular province. Phaeton would be a little bit... I feel like most of these... so my Casteress has 9k HP at the moment. Add to that 30% from her ult, then another 50% from her E1. Oh, well, that's one big juicy dragon lady. um, all of that. Yeah. Oh, sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, level 8. What doesn't sound good though is this war situation. I am very much saddened to see that we can take this little territory. Well, we could take much more. We could take much more, but the overextension is gonna murder me, isn't it? The overextension is gonna murder me. Then again, we have plenty manpower left over. We could overextend and at least get everything that I need for the current mission. Yeah, I think we are about at the period of time where it's time to start, just start taking some hits. We have to, so I don't know, kinda like return cores. Kinda like just return a bunch of random cores. Yeah, well, it does get expensive on the Diplo. But it could be a way to reduce... It could be a way to reduce the command size. Or honestly, maybe instead of returning the cores, we could release some nations. Could release these guys, but that's not that much. Phaeton. I guess could release Phaeton, remove their coastline, but that's only a few provinces. Ah, annoying. Money. Well, sure. Point being, still we have to beat them up quite a lot more. We need more war score. So give me that. Not to mention Mighty being at nearly 15k HP. Well, the bro is big, huh? Bro is getting big. Yeah. Big and powerful energy. Balriz, can we instead... Oh, we can get in there. Who, again, wants military access? What are you doing? You're still... Would all of you just get lost? I don't think any of you actually need military access from me. You're just being funny like that. I also have to watch out. Accidentally, again, almost got some troops killed. Just, reconvene, reorganize. And we can do this nicely without issues. So, what are we looking at here? A bunch of artillery. It's good. Also, it's good that their generals around here don't have that much fire skill. These guys, yeah, like this one is 6-6. Meanwhile, those ones are just like 3-5 or something. That's very beneficial. And I guess speaking of beneficial, sure, let's just nab them. Let's go for it. We have to get these troops in there. Ooh, those rolls are... Yep, those rolls are hitting. That's hitting. Well, okay, several zeros in a row definitely don't hit, but... yeah, I will take those cards. Look at that, 31,000 artillery lost. Meanwhile, on our side, nothing. Love seeing that, love seeing that. Okay, let's you... Okay, this army can stay sides for a little bit. Also, it does look like we might catch them in a fort. Would be very good. Would be very nice. Get over here. Okay, so those are Highlands. That's gonna be a +1 dice penalty. I guess -1 dice penalty for them. Well, a very lackluster start, but holy moly, is that a continuation? Also, oh, that's a disgusting shock phase. Oh, that was disgusting. We didn't wipe them, but, well, we might as well could have. Wiped out more than half the army. Oh, love seeing that. Oh, well, piss. Can we escape? Oh, we can't escape. Can we send in you? Oh, the reinforcements will have to come around the long way. Well, I was afraid that I would mess up someplace. Yeah, they're literally arriving in 2 days. Well, maybe we can pull through. We have reinforcements in relative proximity. Maybe we could just about pull through. No, just stand and fight. No point in trying to run. Well, we are dealing substantial damage, but morale is ticking down, I think, a bit too slowly. Too quickly, that is. Okay, yeah, retreat. Retreat. We still dealt substantial damage. Not like it's an absolute loss. But I would rather not do that again. Okay. Now we have reconquered this part. Okay, yeah, we do just need a load more war score, which means I need to start capturing these forts. Okay, all armies. Okay, I guess exception you two, go and recover for a bit. Everyone else, you're getting called again to the southern front. Once again. Switching places. And yeah, they are also going up north, I assume. Or they're going to try and free one of their forts. Could be either or. If they're going for the fort, well, okay, now you're gonna run away. Why are you running? Why are you running? Previously you were so brave. Oh, so brave. And now you're running. What's that all about? What's that all about? Okay, I guess we don't quite need this many armies on here. You can get down from the pile. Get out of the mosh pit. Mosh pit is a bit too moshy. Mushy. Oh, right, we can cast some siege magic, I think. I do think we can launch another fireball. Fireball. Evocation. Fireball! Boom! It hits! The defenders get a minor penalty. What does that mean? Did that actually do anything? I don't see if that did anything. Oh well, it didn't breach the walls, it didn't do a whole lot, evidently. Okay, the command... oh, you are... okay, they're bringing back the same stack, but at least we can retreat in time. We can retreat in time. And then get back in there. Overflowing chi, we get another war wizard. Well, isn't that cool? Okay, and at this point we have to get rid of some general who isn't cutting their... who isn't doing their work. You're not. Get out. We will replace someone on the front line that is 465. Where is it? 364. That's not super impressive. A war wizard is just better. So I guess get out. You're getting replaced. With the war wizard we just got. And then time to demote a few of you. Yeah, you're getting entirely removed. And meanwhile, congratulations, you got a new general. Okay, I guess you can get... you know, you get in there, support that siege. You can swap out. Okay, the big shit stack is arriving again. Can we get out? Yes, we can. Annoying. Well, okay, honestly, I don't need Balriza. I can just... now that we have breached this fort, we can just flood in and... well, I guess we can't yet flood in. We have to take Yancheng. But that's only level 6. Anatomical theater. Sure, we can get a little bit of innovativeness. How are we actually doing on innovativeness? I think we're quite... we're at 86. So very close to just being at the full 100. So sure, let's invest in that anatomical theater. You guys can split up, no need to die from attrition. And okay, yeah, the level 6 forts fall much more easily. They fall much more easily. And now with the coastline wide open, it does look like we are just barging through. Okay, they have retaken the basic provinces around their capital area, but they haven't taken any forts yet. And ooh, finally, our first splendor ability of the age. So, artillery damage, naval engagement with... I think it just has to be artillery damage. I think it just has to be artillery damage from the back row. Yeah. Make it so that we fight gooder. We already fight pretty well, but we can fight better. That's what it all revolves around. Okay, we're quickly scooping up the entire coastline plus the inland territories. That's okay. That's only level 6. Sure, we'll take Tickok, and I think maybe once we take that, we will have to swing around again, because if they retake this fort, well, as they did, then we'll have to take that back. Otherwise, I doubt they will just give it up. So let's already start recalling some armies up north. Okay, that's nice and quick. I doubt they are liking this. We are once again occupying, I would say, the most important territories that they own. It has to hurt their economy. There's no way that it doesn't affect them at all. Having so much land occupied. Okay, and how are we looking on the truce? Still not willing to give in. Okay, 4 armies should be enough to clean up. That's Tickok taken. Well, I guess we could... Okay, we can push to the next fort as well. Why not? It would be nice to make this a full 100 war score sort of situation, because really, I don't want to fight them in the near future again. We have other things that need to be done. Here we do have to exercise some caution around here. They might pop out of the fog of war. Oh shit, I missed them! Catch them! Can we catch them? I think they are comparatively quick to us, though I think we are a bit quicker. And okay, yeah, I do not like seeing the fact that we are below 100k manpower. That's not ideal. Let's just put it like that. I know we are getting a call for peace, as a matter of fact. We can hold on for a little bit still. We can definitely... Oh, they have started hiring mercenaries. That definitely means it's going rough for them. That means they have started going into their pockets. Okay, this should be a substantially good battle. In a mountain pass, we have the advantage. Yeah. Absolutely wiped out. Absolutely wiped out. They are willing to agree to the current peace offer. Let's see, what else could we manage? I guess they're not willing to give that much. Let's see, if we quickly... we could quickly unsiege. I guess, once again, re-siege some of these. I don't have a good siege general here. Well, I guess you're the best one. Retake this fort, retake some of these random provinces, unoccupy some of our own territories. We should be able to give them a beating. Oh, and our siege general just died. Plop in some war wizard. And also, how the hell did I miss the fort in Tianlo? We just kind of walked through here. And, okay, so, first of all, the goddamn Lake Federation finally pieced out the Tarakars. So, that was horrific. I don't know how they dragged that out for so long. What did they get? Okay, so they actually took a decent amount of land. They took war reparations, they took transfer of trade power, they took some money. Well, just a bunch of random stuff. Good with that one. So, and then we also got gene food cultivation. That was in the works. This was the 2-pointer. To say that gene food cultivation would be the greatest agricultural innovation since the concept of farming itself would perhaps begin to explain the importance of this innovation. Through the power of modern biology and the wisdom of the philosophy of mechanism, a method has been discovered to allow artificers to alter the fundamental properties of species of plants. Crops resistant to drought or flood, capable of producing bumper harvests every time, and somehow tasting even more delicious, are no longer restricted to the fantasies of farmers. Well, that's a good one. That's a good one. And then I think we should be able to also put together a piece for this war of ours. Oh, they're only willing to go up to 87. Well, honestly, maybe do I care that much? Maybe we just leave it at 87. Can I get them to release someone? I guess Phaeton was the... We could demand that they release Phaeton. That would be something on the coastline. They won't really do much. And I guess Phaeton will die the moment their peace runs out. So maybe it's pointless. Well... can we get war Oh, okay. I do want war reparations. That is something I do want. Let's see if we can make that work. And I swear Aglaya keeps pissing me off. Pookie, is that in... is that like story-wise something that she's getting up to? Or something gameplay-wise is going on? I guess at this point I'm totally unaware about all the happenings. All the happenings in the Star Rail realm. Okay, popularity! Popularity of porcelain. Porcelain has always been popular in Canor, and along with silk and ivory served as one of the main goods flowing into the west from Hales. The new adventurer kingdoms of Escan, settled in the aftermath of the Green Tide, seem to be loving it far more than anyone else, as is the way with the newly rich. Combined with easier access to Rachen through new trade routes of the Dvarovar, the demand for porcelain has never been higher. So, we control 100% of the porcelain trade in the world. Which means, it goes up in price by 50%, which is excellent for us, and we get 15,000 crowns. Just like that. Yeah, that's a screenshot, I'd say. That's a screenshot I want to save for later. Yes, porcelain. That's a spicy one. 15k though. That will build many a building. And I guess what was that? There's this event that gave me Aglaya for trial, so I was like, screw it, I'm not pulling her anyway, so I'ma use her now. And man, I forgot how bad her ultimate management is. The alt energy requirement is 350. Compared to, yeah, like Herta who needs 240. And it's literally impossible to keep her alt chaining without Sunday and Hua Hua. Well, I feel... No, it definitely hurts, but I don't know. Just now that I stopped playing Star Rail, whenever I look back at it, like, I think I would say the meaning of Ultimate has been diluted a bit. Because I don't know, in most games it would be something that's, you know, active once in a while. It's the big thing. Meanwhile, Star Rail has sort of made it the case that, well, if the ultimate isn't active 24/7, bad character. At least feels like that's the way it goes mostly. Okay, that's the unload taken. truce with Araquilin has ended. Okay, so that's another fort taken. Can we... Okay, we can piece them out. Oh, I could even get some money. Sure, well, this money won't really change much anymore, but give it to me. So, we get money, we get war reps, and we get all the territory that we need in order to finish our current mission against the command. Which means we fully drive them out of the... I think it was the Rachen subcontinent, which mostly means out of Shamachad. Now, it will put us at 140 overextension, which is bad. But that just means we have to fight some separatists, right? How bad could that possibly be? I say as my last word, but admittedly, we don't have a lot of separatists currently. I think this legitimately can't be that bad. So, there we go. Fight with the command finished. And okay, in the end, we only suffered 100,000 combat casualties. Once again, attrition was the much bigger killer. Yeah, we ended up with a 1-to-4 ratio, and considering we didn't even fight the Jade March, we literally only fought the command itself, so these are pure numbers. And we get 240 power projection. Lordy. Yeah, power projection hasn't really been a problem this game, has it? So, let's smash in some coring. How long will this take? 1.5 years. Yeah. Well, those 1.5 years are gonna be painful. Okay, what was that? Pookie, not really. This is an Aglaya mostly case, since her ultimate enhances her basic attack. The problem I have is if you go from 100% damage to 10% damage, if you can't reapply it and gotta build every single buff from 0 without 2 other energy providing units. Okay, I guess what the problem is just the big discrepancy. I guess what if the discrepancy between her basic damage output and enhanced damage output wasn't as big, then it wouldn't be as much of a problem. Yes, basically that sort of situation. I guess then it does make more sense. Okay, so we get our... Oh, also... Oh, yeah, we got the Upper Rahani people assimilated, which gives a 10% regiment cost. Now, I always confuse regiment cost with upkeep cost. I think upkeep wasn't calculated, or did basic regiment cost calculate into upkeep cost? I always forget that. If it actually affects upkeep cost, then this is... I guess we'll see. It's 550 currently. Will that go down at all? Also, we got some hobgoblins assimilated. I think we should be pretty close to fully assimilating them. Hobgoblins. Oh, actually no, we are only at 40%. Damn, I thought we had more. Cultures, hobgoblins. I guess there is a substantial amount of them in the valley. Yeah, the eagle hobgoblins, we have to get those. But I'm pretty sure we had more than... Or maybe, oh, don't tell me there are hobgoblins somewhere else on the planet. That would be... No, I don't think there are. I'm pretty sure this should be all of them. Well, maybe there is more in the valley than I thought there would be. Okay, so now... Okay, cool. Literally instantly all the negative shit starts popping up. Okay, no, actually that's just merchants. A little bit of money loss. We do have money. We can lose as much money as we need currently. Although, please game, don't actually do that. I do want to build something with this money we got. But yeah, I will actually not start building anything before we are out of the war, out of the overextension problems. Yeah, instantly we start losing stability. I don't know, it does seem like the overextension negative events are much more harsh than I would usually expect them to be. Okay, well, now we chill for a little while. We chill for a little while, rebuild some manpower, deal with any separatists. And see how things progress. And okay, I guess army maintenance went down because, well, actually, then I will have to check how regiment cost works later on. And okay, here we go. We can get half orcs up to integrated. Thanks a lot. So they will be integrated. That's now very cool. Which means we can remove some focuses. Oh yeah, and also I forgot we need to start a new research. But before that, what was that, Pookie? I do apologize if I'm like reading what you're writing out in chunks. You know, I do wanna focus on the game, then focus back on the text and everything. It's a bit jumping from place to place. But I do try to keep up best I can. So what was that? Still on her energy? The energy requirement is higher than anyone else in the game. But it also goes 110 energy above that. I guess, it's just... it's fine, I'm just having a rant here anyways. Okay, yeah. Well, I guess... if it helps to vent a little bit. And then do go ahead. Okay, so yeah, what was I looking at? We need right, the tolerances. So the tolerances, we can stop focusing on half orcs because they are now nice and friendly with everyone. They are now nice and friendly, and I think I will actually keep... Oh, what the hell is going on here? Ow, the Northern League is actually attacking some people in... Well, okay, they're not part of the Empire, so they can do it quite easily. Okay, they get more claims close to the Empire, which means we can also call them in later on. So that's that. And actually, that's the tolerances. Then we need a new invention from the artificers. Start researching. What are you gonna show me? Box of holding. Gives a bunch of global tariffs and treasure fleet income. That would be very good for colonial powers. We don't do that. Once again, the market mender. Don't really care too much. View catcher. We are almost done with reform progress, so... Sorry. Prototype tanks! I didn't read that! I have to say, maybe I should have told the mages to kick rocks and just gone full artificer, because the artificers are just giving me everything I want and everything I love. Yeah, prototype tanks, start researching that. Get on it. We will put flamethrowers in them. Well, we have literal laser cannons, so we can have tanks with laser cannons in the 1700s, because that's cool. What is not cool is a pleasure barge being on the move and taking 6,000 crowns and 30,000 manpower. As if I don't need the manpower right now. You absolute assholes. And okay, yeah, separatist sentiment is gonna start popping. I'm just gonna ignore that. But okay, yeah, as far as actual separatists go, we don't get that many. There will be a few, but we can very much deal with them. It looks like the biggest problem is gonna be these territories. The Gatasaki separatists, they have 30k, and then obviously the hobgoblins themselves have 45. Or actually, I guess the Siri separatists have 50. Oh, because they are in these highly developed provinces. Okay, that explains it. Yeah, this is very good land. So, okay, for now we keep the... Actually, well, no reason to keep all of that money. Even for emergencies, we don't need that much. Let's start building. Let's start... Actually, okay, one thing we can do is we can upgrade the fleet. We can upgrade our battle fleet. That costs 5k. And we can build more buildings, namely maybe a few town halls. Yeah, we can slap out a few town halls. Actually, where does this conquest... Okay, well, that's fine. And then 14k. Actually, I should have saved that money, potentially. When can we embrace enlightenment? We are quite close. We are quite close, and actually, yeah, embracing enlightenment is gonna cost around 20k. And I think I will have to brute force it a bit, because it doesn't spread all that quickly. It doesn't spread all that quickly. And, I think, sure, let's keep the money in the bank, and as soon as we can get enlightenment, we're gonna, well, get it. Why are you allied to Rolzard? Well, they... Oh, then again, piss. If Arafquillan is allied to Rolzard, it means I won't be able to take them in one war, most likely. Yeah, well, that's a little bit of a shitty situation, but we'll deal with that when we get there. Maybe I will take Arafquillan in 2 wars. That should be fine. We can pick up the island chains. Oh, well, actually, I guess this is one singular island chain. Though it does count as part of this down here. Yeah, well... Oh wait, Busilari separatists? Oh, where did you come from? One singular province. Lokex Heights. Oh, up there. I don't have an army here. Okay, handling them is expensive. Well, we don't have an army, but we can make a new army. We can make a new army. Will it take too long to recruit in? Actually, sure, we can recruit in Busilar and ship it over. Make it, build it, ship it. Oh wait, then again, we don't have manpower. We don't really have manpower. Oh, how big are these separatists? 15k. Actually, if they are only 15k, well, goddamn, I might use the special mercenaries that we have. Oh, then again, the special mercenaries cost 1.6k to hire. That sucks. Well, okay. Which army is the fastest? Do we have a good movement, General? No. Oh, actually, you are... Well, honestly, just one of you. One of you. Try and make your way over. It will take a while, but... Here's hoping that the separatists will waste some time trying to siege a level 8... Well, actually, they can't even siege the level 8 fort. Which might be a bit problematic, because they might take the Kenneck Pass. Well... Well, better start walking now in that case. Oh yeah, also we can complete one of the big missions now, which was sort of stopping us, which is Decommandment. Which is we control all of this territory and the command is not present in the Rachen subcontinent. In exactly one way, the Hobgoblin command recalls our own origins. We both began as a soldier state. They thus make clear how much we owe to the light of Surael and the truths he revealed to Jaddar, for we have ascended far beyond those days. It is time to bring that same light to the Hobgoblins, and see their lives and souls purified. Well, we sure did that. We sure did that. So this now will give us a boatload of claims. Well, yeah, the Ashjakuman territories and here along the Yanshen River. I think the Ogres, yeah, the Ashjakuma territory we don't really have to focus on. It's a side mission. Going along the river is much more of a priority task. Also, it would be very good if we got here heating the iron. We need 8... Okay, actually this... Okay, I thought we require Hobgoblin provinces. No, we need 8 provinces with Hobgoblins that follow the Jadd. So we'll be able to do this very quickly. And that will give us for 20 years plus 1 yearly army professionalism. Which, it's a bit of a shame because we have maxed out our army professionalism almost already. So that's gonna be a bit of a situation. Though maybe we could slacken recruitment a little bit and then basically use that mission to counter the professionalism loss. But it will also increase Hobgoblin tolerance to integrated, and that will mean we can right away complete the Blazing Step, which will give us just a empire-wide damage received reduction buff, which is very good. Very good. Okay, yeah, and now the mission tree has opened up a little bit, and this is just the end of the eastern expansion. Now we just need to go along the river, capture Tianlo, and, well, yeah, that will be our furthest eastward expansion. Oh yeah, I guess going along the river is also going to be a problem, because everything here is very expensive. Well, very highly developed, hence expensive. Though, I guess it's not that much more different from these southern territories. If anything, these were more highly developed. And also, okay, yeah, the new command capital, it's sandwiched between two forts, but doesn't have a fort itself. Interesting why this place was chosen as the capital. I would have assumed it would go to an actual city. But instead, no, it's only the plains. It's only the plains. Okay, well, what else? Oh, the Blade Marches are fighting Sirenvar. Well, a lot of people are fighting Sirenvar. Corvuria of the Lodhum. Oh, this does mean... Well, it's not the actual empire itself. And okay, the Northern League finished its fighting. I assume they took what they wanted to take. And oh! I didn't even notice. Where was it? What was the city called? Portnum? I guess the gnomish hierarchy is a formable which anyone can make. So Portnum reformed the gnomish hierarchy. Impressive. Very cool. Very cool. Very, very fascinating. Yeah, here. Okay. Ooh, we don't even have to offer... Okay, the Northern League now also hates Vex. So we can get everyone into the Empire War. We don't even have to call... We don't even have to call in any promises of land. And also, what the hell is this? We have equal militaries. If we call in the Gnomish Hierarchy and the Northern League against the Empire, we actually have basically equivalent armies. Because I guess Laurent isn't present anymore. Okay, no, Laurent is still present. But looks like the Blade Marches have lost. The Blade Marches must have lost their they're not the defender of the Coronite faith anymore, I assume. Which I guess removes their 300,000 troops from the fight. Okay, we... Oh, shit, we have to start this today. We're almost out... We're not doing good on manpower, but... I have to quickly deal with this overextension, and we're literally shipping everyone over to Canor. This is... we can physically not ignore an opportunity like this. What other spy networks do I need to build? Also, we need more ships. We will need more ships, definitely, to actually have a fighting chance. Then again, maybe it will be good enough. We have a spy network in Vex already. What other spy networks would be really important in this initial war? Laurent, I don't care about. Vertisk, Magisterium. Oh, I think the Magisterium has a bunch of territory, right? They have what? They have 3 citadels down here, plus they have they basically have a fort in every goddamn province. Okay, so spy network on the Magisterium. Yeah, that works out. Okay, this is a sudden big information change. Araf Quelin will have to wait. They're not nearly as important. And okay, the cores are halfway done. Very good. All things considered, we haven't gotten that many negative events. We haven't gotten yet that many. We lost one stability, but I'm pretty sure I will just stab up at the end of this all. And we can start converting Lorax Heights. And okay, we have also caught up as far as religion is concerned. Well, I guess once the cores are done, we will have to convert all the Hobgoblin territories. But God Lost doesn't actually increase how hard it is to convert the territories. So that should be good for us. And okay, a bunch of separatists popped all at once. But at least some of them here don't even have a general. That obviously helps. And these guys have a shit general. What was that? A new Casus Belli? Against who? Did someone spawn somewhere? Oh, I guess have some random nations been released? Maybe, mayhaps. Well, doesn't matter for now. Okay, you rock in, get there. Well, okay, well, well, sure. Those separatists didn't fare too well. Okay, that's also neatly resolved. Oh, and okay, new separatists popped up right on top of our army, instantly got wiped out. That's how I like it. That's how I like doing it. Okay, sadly, Jiansang is at war with... sadly, Jiansang is at war with the command. No doubt they're gonna end up being killed. But, you know, yeah. And okay, where are these guys? Okay, yeah, these 15k, so they took one province, they can't do anything there. And our army is almost there. We'll just quickly ship them over. Cabinet of Curiosities. Yes, surely we can get 1.5 innovativeness. Sure, doesn't matter, just engage them as is. Okay, these separatists definitely are falling very quickly. I think we still have our war magic active. That definitely would explain it. Get someone down there just in case. Okay. We are cooking. We're cooking with fire. We are cooking with fire. Well, soon we'll be cooking with tanks. If only those tanks were ready for fighting the Empire, that would be so good. I don't think they will be, but they definitely will be ready afterwards. Okay, institution spread, very nice. Means Brassan is now fully... has it all. So, where is it? Okay, we can actually embrace Enlightenment. It does cost 20k. Which, well, I did expect it to be expensive. But we have almost enough in the bank. And I think I won't wait too long. I will make sure we, again, as always, have like a few K left over for safety's sake. But I think, okay, well, okay, next military... Then again, I guess the next military tech is still very far away either way. So, we wouldn't really super benefit from... Okay. Oh my god, there is no supply limit here. I think actually, yeah, I think I will actually wait a bit on the institutions. I will even put out some encouraged spreading, some advancement efforts here and there. I think we need some in Bolvar as well. We definitely have the money for it. Actually, where is it? Spreading nicely. Here as well, sure. Dish out some advancement efforts. Ooh, along the coastline here and everything. Maybe we could save some money at least. Okay, that should be... Oh, well, I guess we can do it in our capital place. Okay, that should just about do it. Hopefully it will spread to some other provinces, and yeah, we'll save a little bit of money. And oh, okay, these separatists are stupid. They decided to go down to the tail. That is perfect for us. We can ship over an army, and soon enough they'll be wiped out. Okay, we got some inflation. Inflation is the least of my worries. We have so much admin. Plus, we just don't get a lot of inflation, period. And when needed, it's very cheap to reduce it. Okay, yeah, we can embrace enlightenment. We're gonna sit on it though. We're gonna sit on it for a little while. Oh, and right, I forgot. We can do the imperial census. It does cost 20,000 crowns. It did give... I don't remember what buff it gave. It was something... It's hella expensive, but the payoff is very good. I remember... I think it was something like manpower recovery, extra taxes, basically just extra everything. I don't remember for how long it was. I think it was like a 50 or 100 year long buff. And if it were 100 years, I guess it would be perfect to pop it now, and then we would have it for effectively the remainder of the game. Well, if it isn't 100, then it would be slightly... We don't really need to rush it. Enlightenment or census, which would be more important? Honestly, I do not know. Oh no, our advisor died. Who died? No. And okay, the cores are finishing. The cores... Well, I assume all of them finished. I assume all of them finished. Okay, sure, click that away. Okay, not quite all of them. 3 are still going, but it's basically done. We can start converting just everything, really. start with the more important places. The ones that are expensive. Also, yeah, which advisor? No, we lost our trade advisor. But I think that's not too much of a problem, because I think we have a better trade advisor. Yeah, I think it was Alarevel level 2, and I think they are 50% cheaper, and we can promote them up substantially. Yeah, they are cheaper. Let's promote them. Honestly, go all the way to 5. You're so cheap. Honestly, I should get the other advisors also, so that I can promote them all the way up. But it's been a bit lackluster with the cultures. Okay, the last provinces are wrapping up. So what is the... Okay, yeah, most of the rebels are going away. These ones we can just suppress a little bit with an army, and they will go away. Ooh, Full Mana is fighting their previous ally. Oh, that's interesting. Sure, go at each other. Okay, so this... Okay, the Swamp Trolls are back. The Swamp Trolls are back. If I'm not mistaken, this is in territories where I physically cannot convert them because they have religious zeal. Yes, well, we can send this army over. We can send this army over. They should deal with them. And, okay, everyone else, start schmoving. Start schmoving, because literally all of you are being sent to the Empire. We are prepping for the war of all wars. This is gonna be big. This is gonna be huge. Humongous, even. It's gonna be badonkers. It's gonna be the World War... Well, it basically is gonna be World War One. We're gonna have tanks. Very much World War One. Very much a World War One. Okay, we need a new... Oh, a debate. Okay, so we're leaving the debate in our pocket. That's gonna be the draft. We do have 100k men in reserve, but we're definitely gonna need more. Attrition is gonna be horrific. So that's gonna be good. Though I did take a look. I think when I just had come into the game solo, looking around, figuring out plans for the future, I did notice that a lot of nations in the Empire, like, they have okay discipline. They have okay discipline. They have good morale, because obviously this is land maintenance turned off, so mostly they have very acceptable morale, but they don't have any professionalism. They have very little tradition, because I suspected they don't really fight a lot. So where are they gonna get tradition? But most importantly of all, Vex here, for example. They have a lot of forts. They have like 20 forts. But they have 12 defensiveness. Which means we will literally take each fort in less than a week. And then they are gonna need to spend like half a year to retake them. So even though they have a shit ton of forts, we're gonna use them against them. Which should be just perfect, I hope. It very much gives me... It's the main thing that gives me hope for the fact that the war might turn out quite good. we could potentially breeze through, capture all the forts, and then start killing the armies piecemeal. Because something like the command at least knows how to make 200k stacks. The Empire, even though they have substantial armies and they can start blobbing, you are... I actually hate the Lake Federation. Have I said that? Have I said that previously? I actually hate the Lake Federation. How are they... Okay, so I guess because they declared this war against Krak Doomroar. How much army does Tarakar have? Okay, they should be able to deal with this themselves. I will accept and I will join in. But goddamn, if they do this one more time, I think I will break our alliance and I will go out of my way to just go and beat them up once or twice. They're excessively annoying at this point. And okay, can I just say, look at our armies streaming westward. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Can we get... I guess realistically, you know, we can get some more frigates. We could get some more frigates just for the sake of having... Or I assume we definitely will lose frigates. So we could put some into production, and basically when inevitably we take casualties, we'll be able to replace them straight away. Maybe that's something worth considering. Maybe that could be something. Okay, that's what, roughly 50 more frigates. Well, actually, just make it like 45... 49, make it 50, sure, 50 more galleys, not frigates, 50 more galleys in production. Those are gonna help us when push comes to shove. Have to remember to recast War Magic when we get there. Also, I still do not understand why the armies love passing through this province. Even though up north there literally is a golden road, a golden highway. It's a weird one. Oh, the 32k isn't enough to suppress them. Yeah, just get in some more. Sure, you're just gonna be chilling here. Get everything up to 40. And okay, how is this army doing? At least they have arrived on the spot. And ooh, it's the rare time when no one has sown discontent in our land, and the march of the undead or whatever it was isn't happening anymore. So that's been a swing of 4 unrest, well, I guess 4 happiness in our direction. That's good, that's good. And okay, now we're gonna just convert through all of the command provinces. Should be quite a quick deal. And okay, the armies are very much arriving. Start getting loaded up and shipped out. And okay, all of you other ones, wait in different coastal territories. It will be a pain if all of you start dying from attrition. And honestly, I think I won't be starting anything big today. Because, I guess, well, we do have half an hour. Maybe I will call it a bit sooner today. Because, well, starting a war with the Empire is gonna be a big thing, as you may imagine. And I think I would prefer to... have that as a big thing. I'll start it on a separate day. Okay, load you on board. Move over. Yeah, this is a big old shipping undertaking. Wait, Norakzan. Yeah, that is that province. Big old shipping limited. Because yeah, our entire invasion force is gonna be stationed in Buselar, and my plan is to invade through the Kennek Pass. Just through this singular passageway. Like 500,000 men are gonna flood into the Empire. The plan, at least in my mind, is glorious. Hopefully it should work out. Because yeah, as I said, they don't have a lot of fort defense. So, it should be, if not easy, then at least very doable. Okay, all of you can move north. Oh, no, I didn't! Well, that was like 6,000 or 7,000 gold spent on... okay. And actually, I will spend... Plus, I would have very much preferred if I would have manually dev'd the first stability, because yes, I do want to go up to 3 stability. I will pay the admin. I understand it isn't the game's fault. There literally isn't anything that could be done about it. But boy, do I hate when an event pops up right over... right over something that I have going on. Like, I'm clicking to do one thing, but psych, it does another thing. So, where is the transport fleet? Okay, yeah, the transport fleet. Get back here. Pick up the next batch. Oh yeah, I should make sure that we transport everything within a month. Because otherwise they do take substantial casualties while out on the ocean. Like here, for example, let's wait until the end of the month. And okay, that is... Okay, basically all separatists have been dealt with. Very nice. First of the month. Set sail. And I guess we can basically funnel in everyone through the tip here. Yeah, sure. You stay in reserve. Oh, you're taking attrition up there. Oh yeah, you're taking attrition up there. Well... Oh, nice, perfect. Just on the month. Now, come on, next army, move in. Move in. Form an orderly queue. Prepare to embark. And okay, I guess since the galleys are actually ready already, we can get them all in with the main fleet. Okay, dokie. Nice, looks like, yeah, we basically transport one army per month. Which, I guess this is taking a bit longer than I would have wanted it to. Maybe I should have, I don't know, walked the armies. I most likely should have walked the armies closer. But, well, it is what it is. Another festival. Okay, so yeah, it cost us 8,000 crowns. One misclick cost me 8k crowns. Well, isn't that cool? Pain. And okay, you know what? I think at this point I don't care that much. Just start shipping over. Not just adventurers. Ouch. Ow. Okay, and a temple. Then again, it doesn't matter anymore if the temples potentially get damaged. They are, we have sort of no use for it anymore. I guess the temples still have their bonuses and whatnot. But they're not impressive enough that I would overly worry. You can lose some military power, sure. And okay, soon enough, yeah, as I predicted, literally every province in Bussilar is going to be covered with an army. That sure is impressive, if I do say so. And I guess I could drag over these armies that we have stationed in the east, because we will need everything we can get ready to fight. And we don't really have any separatist issues. So sure, you at least start walking. We will maybe ship you over at a later date. Same goes for you. I guess you can head for Catarata. And then we have the last pickup. The last pickup of ready men. Okay, get assigned and get shipped over. Alrighty, this is gonna be... Well, this is gonna be a big one. We still have some force limit, but that's okay. Ships are almost maxed out. If we capture some, then that's gonna be good. And okay, all the armies are in place. Well... So let's reconfirm again that this is still looking the same. Yeah, it looks very much the same. As a matter of fact, we have more artillery on our side, more cavalry, they just have more infantry. We have 140k manpower right now. As soon as the war kicks off, we will get a draft, which will give us... honestly, more than 160. It should give us like 200k at this point, so that will bump us up nicely to 300 odd k. We have a boatload of military power, which actually, if we have so much military power, that means I will most likely be quite... I will spend quite a lot on casting different war magics. Because why not, if we can do so? Let's see, what can we else potentially pull off? So, the inventors are working away. Can I see how long... Or I guess the artificers didn't have a pop-up here anymore, did they? Studying magic. No, I guess I did forget when we started working on... At what point we started working on the new tanks. But I guess we'll most likely reintroduce those in the middle of the war. Okay, and then otherwise... let's see... Magics. I guess magics. So, we're almost done getting legendary transmutation, but that's gonna be... Well, that is really only good for the enhanceability. I guess there are siege... I guess there is a massive shape changing into a giant, or later on into a dragon. So that's if we really want to move sieges along. Oh no, not. Oh, fuck. Please tell me it keeps the progress. Please tell me they were... or it... Does it not? I didn't want... It resets. Why? Why? Well, there goes 1600 progress. There goes 1600 transmutation progress. Why is the button right here? Why does the button have to be right here? And of course this happens on literally the last month of the year. Yes. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Ooh, there is actually... Okay, looks like enchantment magic also has dominate to surrender. So yeah, we will have plenty of... Oh yeah, we can get morale of armies. I think there will be a lot of spells that will be cast as soon as we go into this war. And yeah, I just hate myself. honestly, so many misclicks today. First, we lose like 8,000 crowns. At least that gave us one stability, I guess. Then we lose 1,600 goddamn progress studying magic. I like also that there's no confirmation. Like, do you really want to cancel studying this? You have spent the last 20 years doing it. Yeah, that sucks. It would have been nice to get, like, abjuration or something up. Oh well. And okay, I guess as the last thing for today, we can do establishing the Quarter of the Suns. And I also think, is that gonna complete... Oh, and we can actually, okay, since we have been converting religions, we can do Heat the Iron for the Hobgoblins. We have come a long way since the Desert Elves began as a stranded, abandoned legion. With the Hobgoblins having joined our state, we've been provided a reminder of those days, and while our purpose has grown extensively, we must not forget that history. We should take the Hobgoblins that have seen the light of Jadd and distribute them throughout our armies, so they can remind every soldier of the power of unified purpose. So this gives us, yeah, the yearly army professionalism plus tolerance increase. And then right away there is the Blazing Steppe, which honestly is very nice that we have this ready for the big war. Most who join the Jadd legions do so expecting to spend their time in battle, facing our foes to make real Surreal's truth in this world. What they actually spend their time doing is marching. Such are the exigencies of serving an empire which spans continents. But the Hobgoblin military advisors we recently integrated into our army, having done plenty of marching themselves, have now deployed a new technique. The Blazing Steppe should have our forces speeding across the Empire, second only in velocity to Surreal's light itself. I guess it doesn't really make sense that this gives damage reduction. That should very obviously give a speed increase, but I would rather take the damage reduction than a speed increase, so thank you, Blazing Steppe. And then up here, okay, yeah, and then once we finish the last building, we'll be able to do the first Divine Symposium. So, I guess we can quickly check that out. So, the Quarter of the Suns. Here, where Quarter of the Suns will be built, all the races of Halann will live together in the harmony of the Jadd. Already, around the construction sites, a human enjoys a game of chess against an elf, while a Harimari tries to give advice to both sides. A Harpy espouses the finer points of Yenne's cooking to a dwarf. A Hobgoblin argues about a Bolvari novel's plot with some halfling merchants. Through the creed of the Jadd, all old grudges are laid to rest, and nowhere will that be more clear than in this district of Aistralair. It gives diplomatic reputation and improved relations. Sure. And then with that completed, we should be able to do the first Divine Symposium. Hales has a long tradition of philosopher kings, and the bickering of scholars hardly slowed down even as we waged war around them. Now that Aistralair is founded, we have an opportunity to direct these brilliant minds to consider the most important questions on Halann. How do we best achieve Surreal's purpose and fulfill the dreams of Jadar? We shall gather every member of the School of Radiant Wisdom at the foot of the Golden Ambon, where the Herald will speak to open the symposium, his voice transmitted to the Quarter of the Suns and city beyond by its magic. And it is in this that we shall take yet another step towards Surreal's truth. So yeah, actually now I do remember the Divine Symposium. If I remember correctly, it is you pick a few choices, and then you will get a certain buff for a certain period of time depending on what choices you picked. So you can go military, economic, stuff like that. And I think we can do the first one today. It is a good day in Istralair. The sun shines bright upon the many facets and reliefs of the golden ambon, but it is not too hot. A good day for a speech. The divine herald looks out over the gathered crowd from atop his high perch. People from all over the Empire of Sorel have come to hear his words, the words of Sorel. Now it is noon, and everyone gazes expectantly up at the platform of the golden ambon. Elazar I clears his throat before starting their speech. These words will sway a nation. They must be chosen carefully. The ambon's magic is activated, and the entire crowd hears him speak. Welcome, people of the sun. And so, then we have some choices. We can proclaim the glory of Sorel, speak of the buildings of the Jadd Empire, or open with a metaphor about the army. Well, considering where we are headed, the army it is. And then another one, the rhetoric. The desert legions have come a long way from their days in the Salahad wastes. Our newly reformed legions are spoken of all around Halann, and our foes tremble in fear before our divine might. Our righteous fervor, our disciplined practice of the tenets of the Jadd, and our ferocity in defense of those ideals shine through in our soldiers and how they carry out their duty. Our nation is one of many races, all of whom fight side by side in our army. Our army is a reflection of our people, and all we stand for. And we are the sons and daughters of the sun. We are his champions, and through our military, we will bring the light of Sorel to all people on Halann, and vanquish the darkness. And then we get more options. This military is the light that banishes the darkness, or as united as our military is, so are our people. I guess let's go with banishing the darkness, because obviously the Empire is steeped in darkness, so... That, and closing statement. Our military is the driving force behind our relentless march against the darkness that has infested this world. They are the radiant light that breaks the chains of evil, roots out corruption, and brings liberty and justice to all. From our foot soldiers who hold our lines against the forces of darkness, to our cavalry that radiate power and inspiration as they lead them in the charge, to the cannoneers who aid them, lighting up the battlefield with miniature suns to thunderous applause. Through them, we will bring ruin to the great dark, and liberty to all the misguided souls of Halann. We have fought hard for a long time, but our army is strong, and our cause is righteous and divine. Can I just say, this is literally the perfect speech for starting the biggest war in the entire world thus far. And okay, so this also gives us the Empire will expand until we have burned out the darkness from the world, or our expansion will bring the light and knowledge of Sorel to all. So it's either 10% core creation cost, but you get 5 years of separatism, or only 5% core creation cost. You know, I think I will take the safer one, plus I don't think the war will be finished within 5 years, and this buff is only for 5 years. Oh, wait, that was it? Only 5 CC is all we get from that? Divine Symposium, Imperial Fervor. Well, so I guess you can get a good bonus with a penalty, or you just take a little bonus. Honestly, I was hoping that we would get, well, something actually military. But sure, I guess it is what it is. Also, we need to turn this fleet into the harbor. Because no doubt baddies are gonna kill them otherwise. So, and I think, yeah, our military is in place. Everything is looking good. Next time... Well, next time I think it's gonna be just about... Well, yeah, we'll have to start the warring. Start the fighting. Yeah, I am incredibly pissed that I just lost 1600 magic progress. That's actually infuriating. And if it had been somewhere in the first half of the year, I think I would have restarted, gone back for it, but I don't quite feel like going through an entire year again. Though, when did we finish our war with the hobgoblins? Okay, yeah, this is... Christ, this is... Okay, yeah, this is a bit stupid, isn't it? Okay, yeah, well, this will be basically worthless for me. But, I guess I'll see. If that was all just peace... Maybe I'll do it off stream, and I will just go back and perhaps redo the last year, because I don't want to lose 1600. That's literally like, I think, 20 years or like 15 years worth of magic research. It would be a big old loss. But overall, I won't. Even if I do that, I won't. I will try my best to not do anything any differently. But yeah, that's gonna be about that. At least today went mostly as planned. And next time is gonna be big. Dare I say it's gonna be the biggest... Well, the biggest undertaking till now. I guess comparable to our first war with the command, or something along those lines. Oh, the Northern League is currently fighting the... Where even is the rebellion state? Oh, they are right here. Well, sure. Are they still willing to join? I would hope that they are. Okay, they're still willing to join us, so that's fine. Yeah, on that note, next time, which, I'll see, maybe I will actually make it tomorrow. Potentially, I could make it here tomorrow and Friday. I am very much hyped for the war myself, and it's definitely gonna be a two-parter, if not more, so... Maybe this week we're gonna be streaming. I'm gonna be streaming a bit more, and then make Thursday and Friday basically two parts of the big war. But I guess I'm not entirely sure about that. We'll see tomorrow in more detail. But then yeah, I guess that's about that. Armies at the ready. Thanks for everyone that stopped by, and see you next time for the big one. Bye bye. Over and out.